Dear beautiful men and women, it gives me great joy to be here with you. I am a sister to you. I was called Mary Magdalene in an earthly life where I attracted a reputation that has affected me greatly. I was on earth with Jeshua, and I was touched by the light that he came to bring, a light that lives in us all. It is the spark of the divine that radiates from everyone's eyes if you look for it. I see your divinity, I am convinced of your strength and your light. I am here to make you more aware of this fact, so you will feel it and know, this is me. I know my own answers, I feel my own strength. I become my own guide. Many of you long for another reality, another vibration that brings more ease, more harmony, and greater inspiration. It takes much effort to be fully incarnated here because of old energies of pain and heaviness that hinder you, and sometimes you get buried under the weight of the negativity of the past. I am here to encourage you to believe in yourself. You are one of those who come to bring about change, a new beginning. The spark of light in you is not extinguished, it is alive, and that is why you are here. Feel this fire, this light in your heart. I am with you and touch you with a gentle gesture to remind you of this. I do not want to force anything from you, I would like you to make yourself great and to realize who you are. Imagine that in the middle of your heart burns a candle flame. Move slowly with your consciousness into that flame and feel how calm and perfectly formed this fire is. You are old and have already been through a lot, your soul is not here for the first time. Feel the warmth of this light, this flame that now spreads throughout your heart, it fills your entire chest and arms. Feel how you can also relax into this warm light. It is the light of your soul, the light of who you are. It is a golden light, acquired through your knowledge and experience, the love and wisdom that you have built up in yourself. You sometimes still deny that you have this potential at your disposal, but I see it in you and call upon you to be proud of it. You are not to be ashamed of it, stand in your own light. Now imagine that this light from your heart, that torch, is spreading to your belly. Let the light from your heart flow all the way into your belly, deep down, so it connects to the lowest chakra, your tailbone. In this way, your soul energy finds its way into the earth. Feel how the earth welcomes your being, who you are. She takes care of you, she wants to receive you. Your soul energy is, for her, more than welcome. Feel now how the earth embraces you with compassion. The energy of your soul is received by her. Allow that to happen and make yourself great. Why is it still hard for people to be present on earth with the spiritual energy from their core? I just spoke about old energies that are present in this atmosphere, the collective atmosphere surrounding the earth. There is a lot of fear in the old energy. Many of you have led lives on earth where they had to deal with power or powerlessness, in one way or the other. Life was a struggle between the powerful and the disempowered. Your position in society often defined on which side you stood. But even then, there has always been that calling in your soul. As I said, you are not here for the first time. You have already felt the calling to spread your light here, to open your heart and to make a difference. You were a pioneer of consciousness. You have already been touched by the light of the Christ energy and you wanted to plant those seeds in human consciousness. But many of you have experienced powerlessness when doing that. You had the feeling of not being understood, of being rejected, disempowered. That is why many of you light workers have felt the need to withdraw. You think, I will keep this fire to myself, hidden. It is dangerous to let it show. That has been the reaction by many of you. Therefore, you are not used to allowing your greatness to shine by spreading your natural knowledge and wisdom and awareness around you. Let us now turn to the part of you that has become afraid of this earthly reality, of the forces and powers that are against you, and the standards and the rules that apply here. Feel in yourself the part of you that keeps itself hidden, that does not dare to show itself. And also feel the sadness that comes from doing this. In your heart is a desire to live fully, that is, to stand proudly in the center of your feelings, in touch with your desires, your being, your inspiration. You have so much to give. You are so much more than you usually show to other people, but fear keeps the door shut. Right now there is such need for your light, and you are making a difference. That is why I am asking you to open the door a little and to see what wants to come out. There is a primal force within you, a wisdom, a knowing, a connection to the earth. Because even though you have doubts and hesitations about this world and you wonder if you have a home here, there is also a deep connection with Mother Earth, her rhythms, her harmony, her beauty. Feel her support, feel the forces of the earth and open the door a little further so you may be seen. In my time, I was a forbidden woman. I was expected to conform to the prescribed roles and images of women. But I was a strong and independent woman. I did not want to be boxed in, to be bound by prescribed laws. And because I could not be placed in a box, I was later labeled a prostitute, a whore, who had to be redeemed from her sins by Jeshua. What a distorted image! The powers in control at the time could not cope with an inspired, passionate, female energy. It was deemed unfitting, and therefore threatening to the existing social institutions. Of course, it was not only me, I was one among many women, the female energy as a whole was misunderstood. And do not get me wrong, I do not say here that the female energy is nothing but good and holy and blessed. The female energy has many forms, the fullness of life is present in her, and so there are also dark sides to the female energy. If the female energy is unbalanced, it can be forceful, dominating, manipulative, and demanding. Just like the male energy, the female energy can function at a lower level than what it essentially is, and I experienced that in myself. I lived with anger and outrage over the established standards in society. I was looking for freedom and independence, and only later in my life did I find inner balance. I no longer felt the need to blame others. I came back to my heart and felt the pure and connecting power of the female energy. I got in touch with my soul and began to understand both the male and female energies within myself. At this time, it is necessary that the female energy awakens in both sexes. Not only is it important that the energy of the heart comes to life, the energy of connection, unity, and love, but also the energy of the abdomen. The abdomen is where passion is situated, the feelings, the emotions, and those also may be overwhelming. That center must come into balance again. Without passion, you cannot live, you have no actual goals, your life has no direction. But passion is suspect in the church traditions. When we speak about the female energy, we are directing our attention to the empathic, connecting power in it. But there is also such a thing as female passion, longing and desire. Do you also dare to connect with that? This connection is very important for women, as well as for men. It is the connection between heart and abdomen, the link between divinity and humanity. I just said that the female energy can also have a dark side, a shadow that arises through the energies of the abdomen. But the solution is then not to entirely push aside these energies, to neglect the abdomen and to focus only on the heart. No, we are all humans, and in being human there is need for self-realization. And the divine wants to cooperate with that need, to connect with it. I ask you, therefore, to connect with the fire in your belly, which is where strong feelings, powers, and desires live. There is no point in turning away from these feelings or suppressing them, because in them is precisely where the gold lies, the treasure that you seek. When you connect from your heart, with full awareness, with what lives in you, even the shadow, then the door is fully open and you can start really living. Therefore, do not be afraid of powerful emotions and desires in your life. Acknowledge them, give them a face, give them a name. Imagine that there is a shadow in you, something hidden that you would rather not see, or do not want to see, or have actively suppressed. But it is safe being here, and everything in you is allowed to be just as it is. Invite the figure that is your shadow to show itself to you, to make itself known. Maybe there are obsessions, fears, complexes that you have been struggling with for a long time. They need your attention, your gentle awareness, and without judgment. Let them come out of the dark. You might see a very repressed figure, even a demon or a monster. But it does not matter, it belongs to you and wants to be seen. If you deny it, it will return to you anyway, but through the back door, and especially then will it cause problems. Acknowledge your own shadow and work together with it. Directly face what emerges from the shadow and see what lives inside this being. There is a desire for life within this form of the shadow, it wants to belong to you. At this time, the only spirituality that can have meaning is an earthly and grounded spirituality in which being human is recognized and embraced. This is the channel through which your soul wants to manifest. With the suppression of the female energy, this part of you was also suppressed. Not just the loveliness of the heart, the gentleness, the flowing energies of empathy, but also the powerful, passionate, earthly energies of the female side. And there exists a great fear of being that. Female sexuality has been feared in the past, and why was that? Sexuality born of an open heart, sexuality in which passion and love come together is an enormous thrust for change. It awakens people to life, it awakens the soul to life. Real connection from heart to heart, from human to human, is a source of creativity that is not only sexual, but touches all areas of life. It is eros, in the true sense of the word, to rise above yourself, to connect with others, to give from what lives within you. These powers have been suppressed in human history. And I call upon you, women and men, to allow these powers to again come forth and to not be afraid of the violent, emotional parts of yourself. Of course, they can show up in an unbalanced way, but that happens when you suppress them, or brand them as unspiritual. Allow all parts to be and become one again within, connect the top with the bottom, the heart with the abdomen. Finally, I would like to emphasize once again how much I see you as divine beings, fully capable of finding your own answers from the reservoir of wisdom and strength within you. I hope to make you aware of this potential, that is my only role. I am your equal, I am not elevated above you. I salute you from my heart and thank you for your presence.